Alright, hey you guys, it is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Magi chapter 220, Something in Common. Okay, this chapter was so freaking dope. We get to see who Solomon really is, and in a way we've come to understand that he is nothing, absolutely nothing like his father, who was the one who was like creating the divine staves and putting all these people up in the towers to control the other creatures in this world, well, in that world. And Solomon just wanted to stop this because he seriously feels like all of them can live together in peace and harmony, because all of them pretty much run off of love. And every creature, even though they don't look the same, they all care for their loved ones. And they all find happiness in their loved ones. And in this, Solomon, before that big like epic fight scene started with the people in Al-Thaman, he gave each leader of the three different creature tribes, a stave. That wasn't necessarily, it was just like the divine staves, but every time they held it, it would run off of magic, but it could only use one type of magic, as opposed to like the rest of them who could use different types of magic at one time. They could only use one type of magic with that stave. And they used this to pretty much take down the leader of Almatoran. Well, not the leader, but the leader that they were fighting at this point in time. So while they were fighting, he was like, why would you, he was like, you pretty much disgraced God because you gave these disgusting creatures staves. And this is when Solomon went on his little rant. And once they got the leader down, Solomon told everyone, he pretty much said to everyone, all three of the tribes plus all of his people, that the reason why, because the leader of the Manticores was like, we will never be on the same terms, because God looks down on, God has smiled down on the human race, because he gave humanity the only race to have magic and magicians. So the leader of the Manticore said that they will never be on the same race, that God has pretty much forsaken the rest of them. And Solomon pretty much said that he doesn't care, and all of them have feelings. Everyone that lives on that planet and everything that lives on that planet has feelings, and they all love, they all have sense of feeling, they all love each other. And even though they might feel that humanity is wiser and everything, for example, the Manticores, they have huge claws, and they are capable of building amazing houses and cities, but they still love their children and their elders and their family members like any person could love theirs. And Solomon was explaining this to them, and he said that because of this, he believes that, he knows that they don't really know what God wants them to do. So he is going to take a step forward and unite everyone, because everyone deserves to have their own sense of being. And no one deserves to be controlled by any other person or any other thing. So he is making steps forward to make sure that happens, which was pretty much the main point of this chapter. And all the Manticores and everybody else in the other two tribes cheered and everything. And Sheba is finally starting to come around. She said that she wants to be able to touch people's lives the way that Solomon just did in that one speech. She wants to be able to do things that Solomon is doing, and she honestly thinks that he is so amazing for coming from the person who has brought evil to the world, which is his father, who is the leader over Al-Thaman. But also in this chapter, Solomon finally mentions the name of Almatoran, and he said that he is going to make steps to bring together everyone so they can live in Amatoran together happily, because that's what everybody wants to do after all. So this was a really sweet chapter. It was really nice that we finally get to see some more insight on Solomon's way of thinking. And all of this is happening before he's even 17 years old, because at the end of this chapter it said that we're going to see him in the next chapter when he turns 17. So honestly, I don't know how old he is in these past chapters, but he is very wise for somebody who's not even 17 yet. So that's awesome. But I believe that's pretty much it. I would love to hear what y'all think is going to happen in the next chapter. Bert. As always, please, 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 please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.